guys ever feel like this pit in your stomach every time you talk to a girl? Or when you see a pretty girl, it doesn't matter how much you want to go talk to her, it's almost as if your feet are planted on the ground and you just can't make yourself move. Or even worse, when you're in front of a girl and then you freeze up because now you can't even be yourself because of how scared you are of her. Yes, you're not alone. This has happened to many of us. A lot of men have probably experienced this at one point in their life. Now, the difference between myself and the men that have been able to get across from this is that we've learned certain tricks and things that you can do to minimize the nervousness that you feel when you approach a girl. Today, I'm going to show you the 7 things that you can do to never get nervous in front of a girl. And if you're smart, you would text me to that number. That's my personal number. That's your boy's number. Save it on your phone. That way, next time you're in front of a girl and you're nervous, you don't know what to do, shoot me a text. Now, there's thousands of you, but I promise you, I'm responding to these myself all the time. So if you guys want to text from me and want to talk and chat about your crush, shoot me a text. Now let's hop into this video. First thing you need to understand is that you are good enough. Now this isn't some bullcrap mommy motivation speech that I'm giving you or some 6th place trophy to make you feel better. No, this is actual truth. And these pictures, well, they prove it. These are guys that aren't above average in looks and probably what they own, yet they got above average females. You know why? Because they are good enough. And this right here is the main reason why you probably get nervous around girls. In your mind, you don't think you're good enough. You probably go into an interaction with a pretty girl thinking, this girl's never gonna like me. I'm too ugly, I'm too poor, I'm too short, I'm too whatever. And because you're going into interactions with this mentality, you do everything possible to overcompensate and protect yourself from looking more stupid or even ugly in front of her, which is why you end up being like a robot and freezing up, over-calculating everything and do you say in front of her. You gotta understand that women aren't attracted to guys just on their physical. They're more so attracted on the emotional level. This is why your confidence and self-esteem is what's most important and why you are good enough. Number 2, you gotta stop looking in the wrong places. If you go up to a girl and you either look away like a shy little puppy, or you look at her breast, or you're just awkward with your eye contact and you give her the death stare, in every scenario, this girl's gonna feel uncomfortable because you're looking in the wrong places. You need to start developing your eye contact. For example, when I talk to you, let's assume you're the girl, I'm gonna look at you in the eyes. But I won't keep my eyes directly on you like I'm a psychopath. I'm gonna bounce my eyes from both of your eyes. And I might go down to your nose or to your mouth or to your forehead a little bit. The point is, I'm relaxing my eyesight on your face so you don't feel so awkward under my eye contact. Number 3, this one kills every dude. Stop worrying about how experienced you are, both with talking to girls or in bed. Thinking about your performance or how long you're gonna last is what makes you last less. Look, if you ever get lucky, don't believe the hype. It's not just the motion of the ocean, but it's how long the waves actually even last. So you need to get that performance anxiety or experience anxiety out of your head because that's gonna mess with you every time you talk to a girl. And honestly, if you got problems with pre-ejaculation or you're scared you might pre-cum early, you gotta try Roman swipes. These are from our sponsor Roman, and this thing, they're amazing. They're little individually packed wipes that you can carry in your wallet, you can carry anywhere. And the cool thing is that you just rip them up, you wipe your pipe, and then you let it dry, and then you're good to go. These are clinically proven to help men last longer because in case you didn't know, pre-ejaculation or ejaculating too early is an actual problem that many men face and have to fight with. The reality is that most women take about 20 minutes to reach orgasm, whereas men, on average, they'll reach their orgasm anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. So that disparity is what keeps women unpleased and what's probably effing with your head. With these swipes, it'll help you close the gap and help you last longer. Now, the coolest part is that these swipes can get delivered to your door in an unmarked package, so nobody's gonna know what you just got. It's gonna be a box with no labels, nothing. Not even the mailman's gonna know what got delivered to your door. And like I said, the swipes themselves come individually packed, so you can put them in your wallet, in your bag, in your backpack, in your car. They're gonna be around you always, and they're super discreet. The best part is that when you wipe your pipe, it's not gonna be transferred onto your partner, so you don't have anything to worry about when it comes to that. Now here comes the sweet part. If you boys want to check out these swipes to just remove any sort of experience or performance anxiety that makes you nervous in front of girls, click that link down below or go to GetRoman.com/TMFPE and you can get your first order of swipes for $10 off, which is an absolute steal and something that I think every guy should have a couple of them just to always be prepared for their significant other to make sure you're actually pleasing her and get rid of that performance anxiety completely. I'm telling you boys, these are game changers and this is something that, you know, you should just buy to have. They're affordable, it's a good backup, and you know what? It's gonna make you feel more confident knowing that you're probably gonna be a stud, a stallion. Number 4, you got to get comfortable. This whole bullcrap of, oh, just be yourself, it never fully works if you don't have practice and experience. You have to get comfortable in front of hot women. So anytime you see a really, like I'm talking a 10 out of 10 hot girl, a girl that you see and you're just thinking, man, that girl is way out of my league, I want you to take your sexy ass on over there and ask her directions to the nearest whatever. Library, stores, Starbucks, I don't really care. Even if you know where it's at, I want you to ask her. The point is that you need more exposure to these really hot women so you can feel more comfortable around them, which is just gonna make you less nervous when you actually want to start flirting with them. Number 5, don't get too invested. This right here is the hardest one to crack for most men, but once you do, it's gonna be the most valuable one. Once you stop getting so invested in just that one girl you think you'll be happily ever after with, and realize that there really are plenty of fish on the sea, you're gonna stop putting so much pressure on her and even yourself to try to force and make something work with this girl. What happens is when guys get too invested with one particular girl, the way they put it in their mind is, it needs to work out with this girl or else I'll never find somebody as perfect as her. Number 6, understand that she doesn't see herself the way you see her. Got to understand that while you think this girl is the hottest thing ever and perfect in every way, that's not how she sees herself. Actually, a global study done by Dove Cosmetics found that 96% of women, 96, almost 100% of women don't consider themselves beautiful. This is why women love makeup and Facetune so much. They're filled with insecurities, and I know it sounds douchey, but when you approach her and think of this and know that she doesn't think she's the hottest thing ever, you're now gonna be in the dominant position, and at least mentally, you're gonna be more confident to be more relaxed in that situation and not feel so nervous. Finally, number 7, stop sexualizing them. This is the problem with you watching so much porn and beating your meat every day. Every girl you look at, you probably just see as a piece of meat. Because when you see a hot girl, if all you can look at is her boobs or ass, which I know is hard not to, but if that's all you see, all you're gonna think about is bedding her. Then your pipe's gonna get overly excited and it's gonna try to avoid you to do anything stupid to impede you from getting her to bed, making you look like this nervous kid and it's his first time getting laid. If you do that, boys, you're gonna mess it up. Stop over-sexualizing women and just talk to them like they are. People, they're human. And that's basically it for this week's video, guys. Those are 7 ways to stop getting nervous around girls. If you guys liked this video and found it informative, don't forget to drop us a like down below. And also, don't forget to check out Roman Swipes, boys. If you guys want to check that out, they're going to be linked down below as well. That's it for me today.